Hi, my name is Barbara Rivera, and this is my Turning Point video. Let's start with the introductions. I'm a Bronx girl that lives in California now, and as you can see, a lot of things changed for me, physically, and a lot of goals have been added to my plate. I'm very goal-orientated, and this is what you'll see during this video. And also, it's the key reason why my turning point to master creative writing was so important. Hi again. We're going to be discussing 3 strategies that were discussed in our current textbook, Mastery. The reason I had picked these 3 were because of the inspiration stories that were accompanying as examples to these strategies. The first one is avoid the false path. The rebel strategy is what I call it. And it's all about Mozart and how he followed the path he thought he should follow to please someone else, his father, or does he follow his true path? Now, with this one, I identified to because I found myself growing up that I needed to, in the beginning, fight everyone to do what I wanted. But I'll go more into detail on that one because I think that's the one I'll focus more on later on. The other one is let go of the past, the adaptation strategy. This strategy for my career goals is most important because I will be in an industry, for the film industry, that you have to adapt. Audiences change what they want. You're dealing with different genres of stories. You're dealing with different attitudes about certain topics. It was interesting. The example they had in the book was about Freddie Roach. He was a boxer. He wanted to be a boxer. It was his thing. But in the end, he had to adapt to what was needed. And he realized he was a great teacher. He could teach others how to box with new strategies, new things, because he was constantly learning. And for me, that's perfect because in an industry that you always have to adapt, you always have to have ideas, you have to always be changing to fit, not necessarily fit, because as I said, I am a little bit of a rebel. I like to do things for myself. And if people like it, great. If they don't, it's okay. I can learn to adapt. But because our idea for my company, me and my cousins, is to work with other studios to have our story out there and for the audience, you always have to adapt and you have to collaborate a lot. So adaptation is very important. Let's go to the last one, which is very interesting, and it's called Finding Your Way Back, the life and death strategy. Yeah, that's what it's called. Another great strategy that basically proves the point. You have to go against the grain to do your true path. And you have to adapt within that path to make whatever you want to create come true. In this strategy, life and death, this man, this architect that created this dome that we see in Disney Epcot, we never thought behind it. Until you read this man's story. Mr. Fuller was nearsighted and he saw things blurry. Not only did he adapt, but he knew he could invent things. And he followed his path to be an inventor, a political person, and an architect. Now let me tell you a little bit about my turning point. I'm a kid from the Bronx with a lot of issues growing up. But I think I'm living my turning point now. I made a decision 10 years ago when me and my cousin were talking about Grifo Civ Films that we wanted to be writers. We wanted to master this industry of film and have something to back it up. We went to writing contests and everybody said the same things. Our stories were original. We just needed the knowledge, the education, and the job experience. We got the education, and that was one of our goals. We did about 5 years ago. And now we've both received our bachelor's degree. Now we're doing our master program in creative writing. This is my turning point. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.